I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Worth.
And this is CFB News. Well, as this year's Pinto Awards come to a close, it's time for Gary Pinto to announce the new categories for the 9th Annual Pinto Awards. Every year he adds a few more, and the ceremony gets just a little longer.
We have been graciously given some of these categories to announce here live. And so it looks like the first new category is Worst Pet.
Wow.
This is interesting. I think I have a couple of neighbors who I could maybe nominate.
Yeah.
Some of their little chihuahuas or something, you know. There's a lot going on there.
All right, up next on the list, we have Least Stained Hoodie. Now, that's interesting. I'm guessing there's going to be some nominees associated with this. Maybe people with some stains on their hoodies. Or maybe not. Maybe he's going to, award the natural talent. I keep my hoodies pretty clean, even though I never wear them outside.
I feel like this could be, maybe a really good humanitarian effort to try to get people to do more laundry in the town. Because I know a lot of people try to save water to save the environment. So laundry doesn't happen as often. But I think it's also freeing, maybe. Is a message that Gary could potentially be saying, but off the record, maybe not. Who knows? I can't actually, as someone who's one best news person, will never try to tell a truth as a lie. Or a lie is
the awards are biased, but we love them anyway.
Oh, okay.
The next category on here is Sneakiest Neighbor.
Ooh, that'll be very fun. Though I do wonder if that will reveal too many people.
That's true.
I have some leads. And the last category is Best Bean Salad.
Wow.
Scrumptious. I hope there's a little tasting.
Maybe Gary Pinto is looking for his next caterer. This has been CFB News.
Tinker, tinker, teeter, tot. Look at him with all their little tools, crafting little things. Here they come, little animatronics. I don't know why I'm singing in every intro recently.
And you just it's not prompted.
Snapped back in my body.
Yeah. I was going to start doing something and then you went. I was like, okay, hands off
I'm
the
so
wheel.
Sorry. Wait.
No, it's fine. It wasn't good. No, we don't have to.
Because that was great.
We don't have to do mine.
Because that was fantastic.
We don't have to do mine. Well, we're taking a jump back in time today. Because we haven't done a historic Clatfartburg episode in a bit, and I think that's what this is today, right? Because we are talking about the original Clatfartburg Animatronic Maker. Who are they? What do they do? I think it's a man because he's weird.
I get a ragged Santa Claus vibe.
Yeah.
We can flesh it out further, but later, there's, But yeah, no, I mean, this is somebody who is foundational to who Clatfartburg is, what Clatfartburg is. It's this is, the animatronics are everywhere. Little did we know Hunch for Lunch would start something. Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole, we must remember, there is an entire basement warehouse at the public library for animatronic rentals exclusively.
Yeah, so he's made it a lot, and I'm sure his life has had tribulations. I'm sure there's been competitors. I'm sure there's who was the first animatronic? Was it somebody he fell in love with? Did he accidentally create somebody and then, he lost the body part, can never revive her again, and then she just stood in the corner forever, or something.
This guy works in a cave? Didn't we imply that?
I think so. I think it was garage, and they were no, a cave. So yes, there is a cave.
So we have to work in the cave. And if we never implied that, we did now.
We did now. Just know that if we never said it on air, we 100% were thinking it. So.
The other existing facts are something with the skeletons from Jim's barbecue are the bones of the Jim Parsons animatronic, right?
Yes, they were the prototypes that didn't fully work out, which is interesting that he does build a skeleton.
Yeah.
And then he puts the metal around it. That's kind of scary. Can you imagine his cave is just full of these skeletons half made?
Photorealistic
Martha
skeletons.
Stewart in her bony arm.
If you're gonna make an animatronic, you've gotta do it right and make the whole skeleton first. Now look, listen here. I drink
half a jar of molasses every day. It really gets the gears going and keeps me flowing. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to build something beautiful, you got to start from the base. And what's the base if not the bone? Well, I guess the soul, but that's up for debate. That's up for debate. I'm Elaine.
I'm Felicia.
And this is now entering Clatfartburg, a world comedy building podcast that expands upon the fictional town of...
podcast. Sure, why the fuck not?
A world comedy building podcast.
We're a comedy building podcast for the world.
Okay, everyone, let's do warm-ups. Ready? Oil slick. Whoa. It's an improv game you'll learn one day. It's fun. Yeah, actually, we're expanding upon the fictional town of Clatfartburg with some hee-hees and ha-has in between all of it. Now, why must someone go work in a cave? And I think that'll help us click in a lot about who this character is.
Is it because he was exiled?
I think so. I mean, if you're ahead of your time building robots,
like
essentially.
Well, I mean, if he's still alive now, unless, did he make the Jim Parsons animatronic in the 70s? And for some reason, Jim Parsons looks exactly like this fucking animatronic he made. So it was never intended to be.
Maybe he's, I imagine like 70s or 80s potentially. And I think he's still very mobile.
Yeah.
But I do imagine him as like on the older side of all of it. And he's been doing it for a long time.
Old.
But I think
the Jim Parsons animatronic being made before Jim Parsons was known is much funnier.
I really
like he didn't know the guy. He just accidentally made a pitch perfect Jim Parsons animatronic.
Yeah. he It's so stupid. And it's not true because it enters too much of magical realism. But let's say he's young. He's trying to find his purpose. He's always loved to tinker around with like watches and stuff. And he's wandering through the woods and he comes upon a mysterious woman who's fallen to the ground. He helps her up. And because he was kind, she grants him the power to whenever he creates something like these robots, there is a doppelganger out there. And he's
not every
animatronic.
This is his dream.
This is not canon. This is his dream. He's written a little story about it.
How fucked up is that, Elaine? Imagine you learn that you are only made because you're the doppelganger of this thing this guy who lives in a cave made?
Yeah, well then it's like, if the animatronic goes down, do I go down? Is this like, how tethered are we here? Is this just creepy?
Die in real life.
Can it take over my life? Can it like steal my identity? Can it like how he like even makes some fingerprints? That's crazy. Anyway, no, that's not canon. One day we're gonna do an acid trip episode, not us doing it, but then we're gonna enter magical realism via like Alice in Wonderland.
A bottle episode. You know what I mean? Like, how on Sweet Life on Deck, they had the one episode where they turned into Hansel and Gretel? And the one episode where it was Star Trek?
I don't know that episode, but I know you're...
Well, yeah, you saw the movie, so you know what it was like.
Yeah.
Like that. Like the one episode where they got twin mind melded and got hunted by the hive.
Yeah, you know. And that was great. Okay, so he's older, so let's go back to the beginning. Yeah, I'm thinking that people were maybe a little freaked out at first.
Yeah.
And maybe he had to try to hide it. And so maybe he likes to go for hikes, helps him think and clear his mind. And it also really fits his uniform, I guess. I'm imagining like jean overalls and like flannel.
I can see it.
I want to know what you're thinking.
I mean, we've not had a man dressed normal in years on this podcast, but sure, let's go with it.
Yeah. I realize I really am going for Santa off duty or fairy tale miner.
Yeah,
like gonna go to the gold mines.
That's fine.
Like I'm really, for some reason, I guess that's who I've created. So, stop. Okay, bro, Rip Van Winkle's been on my mind lately.
I've just been thinking about him. I can't get him out of my head.
This is how Rip
Van Winkle living in my mind rent free.
Yeah, Rip Van Winkle. You sleep for 100 years? Shit. That's fucked. Anyway, I don't know why. I was like, what if he goes in the woods and he finds somebody?
Finds Rip Van Winkle.
Man who's asleep. He actually was from the 1920s. And he fell asleep. He's discovering the world for the first time at the age of 17.
Okay, so you said he fell asleep in 1920 and he's discovering the world for the first time at the age of 17?
Okay, wait. I think he's a nice person. I don't think he's going to be super socially with it. So I think when he doesn't want to talk to anybody or they keep asking him like, oh, tell us all about yourself. Like, I think he hates hoity-toity stuff. So if there was ever a big fancy art gallery, he'd be like, ew, I don't like the vibe of this. So I wonder if he just starts telling stories like that so people leave him alone. And you don't know how to respond to that stuff. And you're
when
like,
I was
oh,
a boy,
what?
I went to sleep in 1920 and I woke up again and explored the whole world at the age of 17. Is that what you said? Because that's a crazy way to phrase it.
Oh, no. I mean, yes, but he's 70, not 17. Not great. He's lived for 100 years, but he only aged from like 15 to 17.
That's what I thought happened.
That's funny. Sorry, no, 70
That
years
makes
old.
more sense.
But experiencing the world as, you know, you haven't
I just
aged
pictured
mentally.
him
You
like
haven't lived
hand. You know when people like hand wood burn? I think he has a hand wood burn
Yes.
shrunk that's inspired by the story of Rip Van Winkle. And that's where he keeps the eyeballs.
Whoa. Right. Because he's going to have body part. Okay, I was like...
Because he makes
I'm missing the
animatronics,
reference.
Elaine. Because that's why we're here. We're not here to talk about Rip Van Winkle. We're here to talk about a man who builds animatronics.
Like Felicia, like when I threw this episode idea out, what I secretly meant was I want Rip Van Winkle in Clatfartburg, but we'll come back to that. That could be in the dispensary episode. So.
Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, Felicia, don't get me started. Bury it deep. So, anyway.
I'll let you try to get back on topic.
Yeah, I did take us off-roading. Let me get us back through the woods. So, he has a big imagination, clearly. And he...
Sorry.
He's a fashionista with all his flannel and okay, so he's in the cave. He works in the caves because people are a little weirded out, and he also is so into these robots and no one else really is. And so he's like, okay, and maybe his parents were like, this is really loud and annoying, like you're taking up the whole garage, like you need to stop. He's probably bringing in scrap metal pieces and things like all the time, so it's just a junkyard. And so he ends up finding this cave. So I think his parents might think he stopped doing it, but really he continues to it.
So he's doing this as a child.
Into early adulthood.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
I think he starts this in his teens, but it doesn't really get ground until like he's an adult. But he's just already like set up the space. So I think he just keeps it. Now, is it his cave to claim? This is interesting. There could have been a cave war. There could have been a cave war. Can you imagine you're walking through the forest?
Yes.
And you're, I think this is interesting because we've suggested now that he is organized, which is good. You don't want to have like rolling around eyeballs and where's the thumb. So he's going to have all these lovely wood burned, intricately designed shelves, and each little basket, little box or whatever. Yeah, you got little parts. So this does suggest he's either collecting these somehow or he only makes them in like little He's like, today's a finger day. I'm going to make 20 fingers.
I think the eyes make sense. You know, and maybe he takes things apart. He kind of repurposes them, you know.
Yeah. You know, you're going to retire one animatronic. It's busted, but it still has good parts. How many animatronics a year does he make?
I don't think he is the town's entire supplier of animatronics, but he is the premier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and really good at repairs too, probably.
He's the designer animatronic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think he's pumping out at maximum 12, no more than one a month.
Yeah.
And that feels like
that's
a
really
lot.
impressive.
Yeah, that feels like a lot. But, you know, some of these he can do like the back of his hand. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, he's working on a custom for Alien Club right now. Huge.
Yes.
Big.
Oh, I bet. Shiny.
Yeah.
Do you think he's expanding into miniatures? Wouldn't that be wild? Miniature animatronics?
It's interesting. Expanding into miniature is a fun phrase.
Oh, that is.
Isn't that funny?
You don't get to say that often.
It's
expanding into
miniatures.
miniatures.
Into miniatures. Sure.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So yeah, I think he's tinkering around. What was his first animatronic that really like put him on the map? Really gave him some cred?
Yeah.
Was it for like a specific event, or did he just like create this animatronic and then brought it to a fair and people were like, well, who is this?
Yeah,
that's wild.
Do we go back to Crispy? Because I feel like we've been very Crispy agnostic for a while, to be honest.
Yes,
we haven't been.
I think he could come back.
We haven't been talking about Crispy much, and I miss him. So
I miss him
I think
too.
if
Let's bring our boy home.
If you want to be famous in Clatfartburg, you've got to invoke the fish.
Yes.
Simple ways to success. Invoke the fish. If you want to get your name out there, invoke the fish. I'm just going to keep saying it until it sounds like something.
Kindle ebook he published himself.
Yeah,
if you want to get anywhere, you've got to invoke the fish.
But you know, Crispy is based on a talking bass animatronic. In lore, he's not actually in this universe. He's a comic strip from the Sunday Funnies. But he could be the one.
Didn't we say in lore that the animatronic creator made Crispy the talking bass in this world?
No.
Or in like, it was someone in their garage had made Crispy. So I guess it's somebody else, but
somebody else was drawing comics for the Sunday Funnies. If we said that, not true. Because I don't want to give this guy Jim Parson and Crispy. He's encroaching on our territory then.
No, that's
Only
fair.
we get to make two. I like that implies that we made Jim Parsons.
We made him.
Nobody would know who you were if it weren't for me.
Maybe he was the first person though to like create the physical.
Create a Crispy beyond the page.
Plot. Yeah.
I don't think he placked
like
him.
just kind of let him loose, or maybe he was on a little stand so it looked like he was swimming.
Yeah. Maybe he sang "Fly Me to the Moon."
Yeah. He has a little hat.
Yeah.
Fly me to the moon.
Let me play among the stars. I want this. I want it. I'm seeing it in my head.
I really
it's
want
so
it too.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's like, is he an amazing voice actor and he records all the like vocals? I mean, it probably as like technology advanced, he started like downloading sound bites like for Jim Parsons. He probably didn't do that unless he's an amazing voice actor.
He made the animatronic before the man.
That's true. That's true. So he would have had to.
I don't think he put Bazinga in it before. I think that's too much.
That was probably an update. Yeah. I think that's a fair concession we can make.
And he fell while he was recording. No, we're not going to do that. That's too much.
No, unless he was falling asleep for 100 years. Okay, so he gets big because he like makes this Crispy. I think maybe that's the thing that gets people know him, and then maybe the thing that's uniquely his, like outside of Crispy. I'm imagining what would have been one of the first events that they would have like wanted something.
Chessie Chatterman.
Whoa.
Do we want it?
Now Chessie Chatterman. I think that would suggest the gym also has to be as popular as he. Like what, to put him on the map? So you'd have to have people going into the gym.
Well, I don't know if the gym was the first users of the skeletons.
Oh, that's fair.
Like, I think the skeletons, because Chessie Chatterman's at the mini golf. That's Chessie Chatterman past his prime.
Oh, right. I was literally like, oh, he's not in that. He's in the spa. I was like, no. He's in the mini golf. That's right.
Chessie Chatterman's a talking block of cheese. No, it's a cheese with a police hat and a flashlight that swings back and forth. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe there was like a cheese festival.
Maybe there was a cheese
something.
festival and he made the mascot, and that was Chessie Chatterman. But I think the skeletons, maybe they were part of like a 70s, 80s like haunted house experience. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
And he eventually
and one of them was really mean.
Because remember, they're free walking, right? That's no, they're not. People move them around on dollies. Thank God. Thank God.
Yes.
Thank God.
No, we would have been like, what were we doing that day if we allowed that to happen?
Yeah.
That's too much. We can't have that. That's like entering like cyber wars or something. I don't know. That's too future. That's Independence Day.
No,
That's
they get moved around on dollies, and then they're either bully you or are nice to you.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they were made. Maybe they all used to be mean. They all used to be mean skeletons who used to bully you about being like, you coward. You hiding your face from the scares? It was not a scary haunted house at all.
It was like a roast.
Yeah.
Like a little boo-hoo hoo hee hee.
But they were like pre-planned roasts where it's like, that outfit looks bad. It's like, it is nothing specific. You know what I mean?
You seem weak of character. Yeah.
I don't like your whole energy.
I have a bone to pick with you.
I would not invite you to my dinner. But the animatronic just was really as fluid as a skeleton can be. As it was just so lifelike the way this skeleton moved.
Maybe the other actors in the house also were horrible.
Yeah.
And so they got to stand out.
And they would be like, wow,
those
those people in the skeleton costumes did amazing. And then they would go, those weren't people. Those were animatronics. And they'd go, what?
You mean a robot was there talking to me, sassing me? I fell in love with one of them. What do I do about that?
I thought we had something. Kept teasing me, saying I had a stupid face, saying I had horrible posture. I thought it was love, but it wasn't.
Okay, so I think that's kind of his big break. Another thing we haven't really talked about is, I assume he is quite pivotal, and this episode is not for new listeners, and we're giving up on that he was quite pivotal at the Clatfartburg Community College's thematic design program.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is I assume he was a professor there of animatronic studies. Because that's, if we remember, it is a premier program.
That's true, and he's a local. That would make sense. He needs funds.
He needs funds, and he is the. We should name him.
We should name him.
But let's finish up this train of thought. So this is again, the Clatfarburg Community College has a like theme design program, something like that. There's a better name for it. It might have had animatronics in the name. I don't remember anymore. But it's for things like Hunch for Lunch, Gator Swamp Mansion, those types of things. Because there's a lot of local expertise in it, and people come to this community college nationally to go and attend this program, and they have dorms for that program specifically. I don't know why I remember all these details.
I love that. I do really quick love the idea that he was really upset that Gator Swamp Mansion went with live dachshunds instead of little animatronic alligators he created.
Yeah.
So those
He's like, I've had them sitting in a shed for years.
I finally found a use for them, and you choose dogs? Living creatures? Feces? Hello?
I actually don't know if you can commission this guy. I'm thinking about it because I was saying he made something for the Alien Club, but I'm thinking about it and I find it more interesting that he works completely on instinct. Like, you cannot commission him.
Yeah.
He only makes what is true to him, and if it fits your business, then you can do something about it. Do you know what I mean?
And I wonder, do you have to go up to the cave to do business?
Yeah. Where you have to go and go, do you have anything lightly swamp themed? And he goes, let me see.
And there's a lot of dramatic echoing on his part, so he seems even more mysterious.
Yeah.
He's like, that's how you do an echo in a mirror. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I like that a lot.
We need to name him.
Yeah. So Dominoes and Domino came to mind as potential last names.
I like Domino. Domino's kind of
Domino,
fun.
just something to me. It's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
I have no like strong feelings about a first name.
Edmund.
We do have Edgar.
Yeah,
Edgar's.
there's too many
I don't know if that'll be.
Yeah.
W. I don't think we have a lot of W names. Walnut, but
a lot of W names get us into the territory.
Oh.
So we have to be, there's a reason why we have a few W names.
We get scared. Let's see. S. I don't know if we have a ton of S names really either, actually. That are like active.
Yeah.
See Naster, but I don't think anyone will get confused if we have another S name on top of
sorry,
Naster.
I did just look up boy name starting with W. Wade Domino does feel really
Wade Domino is sick as hell.
It's absolutely Wade Domino.
Wade Domino, that's such a good name for him.
It's so clearly Wade Domino. Oh, thank God.
I think that's the most satisfying and least painful name, naming ceremony we've had in many weeks.
So
I
calm.
feel so good. I feel so good. I'm home and I'm safe.
Wade Domino. We need to get better about just looking up men's names that start with letter, because I think it would save us a lot of grief.
It's like sometimes I'm like, are they like a J name, an F name? Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
About every 15 episodes, we come up with a new name-making technique. Because we were doing first name, last name for a while. We stopped doing that. I was doing weird word generator, mostly stopped with that. And now we've had no structure for a while now, and it's resulted in bad things. So now we can run through
things.
Noun for last name, number 1.
Done.
2, what letter vibe are we feeling? Look up that.
Yeah. And trust the gut. Trust the instinct,
Trust the
you know?
gut.
Because it led to Wade Domino.
Wade Domino.
Sorry, just imagine Herbert has some like weird ballad.
Wade
the animatronic
Domino,
man.
why don't
Domino.
you come to your senses? You've been out making skeletons in your cave for so long.
Falling like a domino. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Yeah, he's not above the hey-hos. It's one of those. There's some stomping and clapping. And I bet Wade Domino loved it.
If I'd gotten a record deal, I could have made it past those Lumineers.
I had what they had. There's nothing they can't do that Mr. Barge can't.
He will leave a room if they start playing.
Fair.
You know what I love?
What?
It's always a good episode when somehow Herbert comes up.
Oh,
because
he's great.
On everything.
He's an old faithful.
He touches everything, I'm realizing. The more and more we continue.
I think he just knows everybody. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of those guys that knows everybody in town. I think he knows Wade Domino. I think he went to high school with Wade Domino, to be honest.
I think he's had a beer with Wade Domino.
Of course he
that's
has.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. Has Wade ever been in love?
This is a great question. This is
I think
this
is important.
And it's not one of the animatronics, because he's not a pervert in that way.
No. Yeah.
He might be in other ways.
In that way?
But he's not in the animatronic way.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got his own stuff, I guess.
That's his business. It's none of mine.
None of our business.
But he might. I'm not saying he is, but he might be.
He's a person who collects eyeballs and like fingers and noses and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, creates them and then puts them away. He's not collecting them.
In Woodburn trunks about Rip Van Winkle, Elaine.
Them away.
This is like the most us episode. This is like.
I feel like he has to have made at some point. Maybe that's part of his miniatures project, is he's making Rip Van Winkle mini animatronics. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to figure out how to make him age.
This is one of his 12.
This is one of his 12. Yeah. And he's going to actually, what he's going to do, it's an art piece. He's going to set it so it only awakens 100 years later.
Wow.
That's sick as hell.
What metaphor.
Wow.
Do they have him in a glass case in the middle of the park like Sleeping Beauty? It's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and then
Snow
it's
White.
like really
I was thinking
dramatic.
about the glass case from Snow White, not
I followed you.
The Snow White glass case, and that's Clatfartburg.
Now look, did I go, oh yeah, Russia, when they put Lenin in a glass case and you can go and see his body. Sure.
I think he comes from a rich family to do this. I'm just going to be honest.
No, I think so, which is why it's so interesting that he like dresses so plainly.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of projects. Truly. Yeah, I mean, what did his parents do? You know, where does the family money come from? You know, how disgraceful is it that he's gone into this, or did it come back around because he's like famous for it now? You know, it's one of those things. Frozen meals.
I think they're fine about him doing the animatronics. I think they just don't like. One, I think they're in the mannequin business.
Mannequins do not move.
Exactly.
Mannequins do not move.
And I think that was a lot of the trauma around his youth was they were like, you cannot make a moving mannequin. They are meant to be
animatronic, satanic. They rhyme.
Yeah.
They rhyme.
I think a lot of that happened, and I think eventually the family came around and was like, we're actually okay with you making these, but we don't like that you do it from a cave.
Yeah, they're like, the cave, you have enough money to get a like actual warehouse
studio
with light.
Does he
you don't have to
live
keep making
in
fires.
the cave, or does he live next to the cave?
I think he lives downhill from the cave. I think it's like a 10 to 15 minute walk to get to the cave.
With a wagon. And it's red. It's a flyer wagon.
And it's so interesting because sometimes when he's going up the mountain, he'll hear these random like echoes that sounds like someone's bowling. And it's so weird because then he comes across this group of like people bowling, and then they make him fall asleep for 100 years.
Is that what happens at Rip Van?
So, yeah, there's definitely some weird, like there's somebody bowling, they're like, what is going on? And then they're like, how do you come here? And he like sleeps. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm like mixing up my little story.
Was there bowling in Rip Van Winkle?
Was there bowling in Rip Van Winkle?
I'm actually not very familiar with the story, so you know anything you're saying.
I had a book.
True to me. We can tell.
Great illustrations.
So I think, yeah. Is there any sort of okay, he's working with materials that would be very susceptible to the elements, or is he so weatherproof that everything's fine? Do you know what I mean? Like, is there some sort
he might
of
have
like
really souped up the cave
curtain on the cave to keep
a little 90s bead curtain? Okay, first off, yes. Second off, I think he's gotten some like big fancy like he's done everything, and it would have been cheaper and better to just get the warehouse, but he's like brought up generators. He's got like a whole situation. He's got a little toilet situation. Like he's, for some reason.
Yeah, and it's because he owns all the land because his family's rich. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I was like, I wonder like what his like defense mechanism is, but if there's like wolves or coyotes or something, I mean, I guess that's fine. Maybe he like gives them bacon bits and then they love him.
Yeah. Sure.
He's the inspiration for Coyote Ridge
Falls. Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, and that guy has been taking him out. Arthur Remington, the creator of Coyote Ridge Falls, who also is his colleague because they're both professors at the Clatfarburg
Well, this one makes sense.
He is constantly taking out Wade Domino for beers to try and get one of his 12 to be relevant to Coyote Ridge Falls and to help him the fuck out and speed this shit up.
He's like moving clay on its own, and especially now that Wade Domino is getting into miniatures.
Yeah. Huge.
Expanding into miniatures. Ooh, big news. Miniatures. If he did, he like does ads to himself.
We did ask, has he ever been in love? And then we didn't answer the question at all.
We just totally judged it. Let's circle back. Has he ever been in love?
Does this man
or
have
is
children?
he currently crushing on someone?
Ooh. I'm interested in that.
Okay. I think he had a first marriage and it was really lovely. And then I think that like it ended either mutually or unmutually due to death or something.
Yeah. His wife died. So we can just say his wife died.
It ended unmutually.
It ended unmutually due to death. It sounds like you're trying to not get censored by TikTok, the way you said that. It ended unmutually because he died. Because she died.
Yeah. So...
does he have a child? I don't know. I
kind of love the idea of him having a daughter.
I was thinking a daughter as well. I
had a daughter's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she lives in Clatfartburg, but I think they have a good relationship.
I think so too.
I think she's just like, yeah, my dad's gonna go work in the cave, and that was really weird growing up. You know?
Yeah.
But I always thought it was normal until I talked to other people
in the city, being like, "Sorry, I just got a text from my dad. The generator went out in the cave again," and they go, "What?"
Just like the animatronics got all like zapped up, so now they're just all going off at the same time. It's like wild. And Yeah, okay, he's got a crush.
Yeah.
He's crushing. Now, what animatronic man? Who do we have? Science lady, she's getting around and we love that.
I think she's younger than that. I mean...
Oh, that's so true, right? I forgot ages. We might need a new person.
No, we can invent a new person, but there is one single, well, soon-to-be single old woman in town.
Edna
Edgars.
Yes! Edna! Oh, and she's going to level up so
Her garden game.
much.
Her
Holy
Rip Van
shit.
Winkle themed garden next year is gonna be so fucking good. It's gonna be so good.
Rip Van.
This is the most hyped we've ever been. Why are we screaming?
I feel like we're two bros on the podcast right now. Yo, they're about to 10x. They're about to 10x dropping these jams on Rip Van Winkle.
Animatronic Man's getting together with Garden Lady and they're gonna make a Rip Van Winkle garden. Oh my god.
He goes, I'd sleep with you for 100 years. No, you know what? She would say that. Edna would say
Slam
that.
down my mug in response to that. No. Yes, but no.
Oh, man. I feel like Gary Penta's going to be like, and the best Rip Van Winkle design from this year. Because it's going to become so trendy.
I cannot. I'm so excited for Mr. Edgar's rant about his soon-to-be ex-wife,
Domino.
new cave-dwelling boyfriend.
And she's also marrying someone who's super rich.
Oh
like,
my
girl,
god,
go
so
get
true.
it. Go get
what
it.
What an upgrade. What an upgrade.
Mr. Edgars, you enjoy house arrest with your son. Yeah, this is not new listener friendly. And if you've sung out and you're like, what the hell is going on? Good for you.
We're proud of you. Thank you.
Good for you.
And if you picked up stuff by context clues, amazing. I mean, I will
Stunning.
say, if I was listening to a podcast and I heard the phrase, I hope you're enjoying house arrest with your son with no context, I would be pretty pleased. So,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so their romance is budding and they will end up together because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Mr. Edgars will have feelings about that. Oh my gosh. I mean, he's gonna make her like something. Maybe he makes like maybe not everything's animatronic. What else? I mean, is he good at water? No, we already have someone who watercolors. I mean, more than one person can watercolor in a town.
that's like her thing. Was that Ruth Chakra?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when we talk about the names.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was remembering the dance instructor. Good Lord.
What was his name?
His last name is like the Rumba, like one of the dances or something. His like Jeff Rumba or something like that. The Mambo, something like that. It's like a regular first name and then Mambo.
I thought his last name was Paella for some reason. Which
Oh,
let's bookmark
Paella?
Paella for later.
Paella is really good. Oh, he might, because then we switched everyone to, well, we switched some people to food and some people not. I forget, but that was a naming episode that was interesting.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was an
I'll
interesting
listen
one.
to it after this because I do want to know what I named him.
Wade Domino. Maybe she makes him like a little domino shaped cake.
Aw.
And then when he cuts into it, there's a lot of crinkling because she put a lot of scrap metal in it because she thought that was kind of cute. So it's not a cake to eat. It's just like, I found you like that one piece of metal you were looking for. And he's like so
And I iced
happy.
it.
And I iced it.
She doesn't know how to wrap presents, so she ices every present.
Christmas is crazy.
It's messy. Very
It's
messy.
just buckets. Actually, she just hated Edward so much. That's how she started doing it. And she's like, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It's sweet. That probably, oh my gosh, the tradition that you put your presents in rice, like a bag
Oh,
of
yeah.
rice.
Okay, so this is a long time ago. We said there's a Clatfarburg tradition where, was this on the Christmas episode or was this on?
Yeah, because Binky the shrimp was.
Okay, yeah. You dunk. I need to listen to that. Get into the spirit. You
Oh, yeah.
dunk. You put presents in it because the Trout Scouts wrap presents for you, but they do it out of recycled materials in a way that's really ugly. So it's like an old cereal box, and then they fill it all with corn and put something inside, and every year is a different grain. Ugh.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
get back to Wade.
Okay.
Let's stop regaling
Yeah.
ourselves of our past triumphs and failures.
I think a challenge must occur to Wade, and I think he must overcome it. Does he have a competitor? Does somebody try to beat Wade Domino?
Whoa. At what, though? Because what is he's just doing this for him.
Well, if he's getting into miniatures, what if someone else has started that already and they're trying? And we know where we have to put them, too. They're in Faxville. So it's not going to have the heart, the animatronic.
Right.
Because Faxville's evil corporation. So
because he's trying to make an animatronic small to make it a miniature, and this person is trying to miniature move to make it an animatronic. They're converging in alternate directions. So they're coming at it from, this is stupid. This doesn't make any sense what I'm saying.
I didn't follow it, but I was waiting. You're using good hand gestures, though, and that's helping.
What I was saying is I just had kind of two hands moving past each other in a kind of interpretive dance way. What I was trying to say, this wasn't worth it. Go back to what you were saying.
I will not silence women.
Well, I'm silencing myself. So.
Okay, so he's also working on miniatures, but his reason is to move.
What I'm saying, don't disregard
Gotcha.
my previous
Disregard.
Strike it from the record.
Okay. It never happened. Deleted.
I think what it is his miniatures moving.
I think maybe there's some kind of
I think they're moving
like maybe they move, but they're not. Yeah, they don't excuse me, like move
they're not Jim Parsons.
They're like waving.
They're not Jim Parsons, which is almost just a cyborg at this point.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is fine.
Alien.
We don't have to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So maybe there's like some kind of like expo.
Yeah.
Like a statewide expo. Or it could be like Countryride and it's just held in the ambiguous state that Clatfartburg is in.
Diamond quality animatronics. I'm sorry. I just thought about it.
Yes.
It is. That's a weird response to get. You deliver something and someone goes,
Yeah.
Wait. Did you sleep for 100 years?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So they're at the expo.
she's got that Rip Van Winkle on the brain.
The Rip Van Winkle. No. Okay, well, I think someone tries to claim that he's stealing the other person's idea because this person has social media. They're trying to be really popular about it. So it's one of those things where they're like, I am whatever. And it's like, you actually weren't the first person. And also, if you're in the community, you know the respect of like who's good or not. But if you're outside of the animatronic community, which if you're just checking in on TikTok or whatever, you're probably not going to be fully versed in it. You're going, wow, that's so amazing.
Wade Diamond stole my animatronic design.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you know about this guy, but there's this guy from Clatfarburg called Wade Diamond. He's made a lot of animatronics there, and they are very high quality, but he does do all his work on the cave, which I think is kind of weird. But anyway, I posted this image of a design I started making, and just 5 days later, Mr. Wade Diamond showed up to the Animatronic Expo with the exact same kind of idea. Mine is of a badger, and his is of a hedgehog, but they're both wearing sunglasses. Mysterious much? I think it's a little suspect. Did he put those sunglasses on because he saw mine? I think so.
I sent him an email outlining all this. You can pause to read. And so yeah, there's a lot of angst there. So I think some backlash starts happening, but like, how are you going to get to a man in a cave?
Great point.
Oh, I guess it's school. Oh, he does come down from his cave and interacts with people. Maybe it's one of these times he's having a beer with Arthur Remington.
Yes, I love this.
And I think they're just trading woes back and forth, even though Arthur's questions are all very pointed. But, you know, he gets past it after the first 5 minutes per usual.
Yeah.
And then Wade Domino is like, I don't know if you've heard. And Arthur Remington's like, no, I've heard. We don't even need to say more. Because Arthur Remington, he's clued in.
Wow. I didn't see that for him, but I believe it. I just want to say something. I said this as a joke earlier, but like, I think there's genuinely 3 men in Clatfartburg who are dressed normally. Because all of them are in full costume. All the time.
That's really true. Because, like, Blacksmith is still wearing, like, blacksmith stuff because their job. And then Glooby, Lamarck Rouge, Barnacle Crispin. Wait.
No, let's keep going through this. Because I just want to really hold us accountable. I think arguably Wade Domino fits in that category because we've given him a uniform.
Yes.
Arthur Remington, I think, is wearing Western wear. If he's not, I've always pictured that.
I've imagined brown suits. So, like, same
Percy
vibe,
Fairway, always in costume.
That's true.
Gary Pinto, always in costume.
For sure.
I think Edgar Edgar's, he's always in sweaters, but that's also normal clothing. I think that's okay. Edgar Edgar's is safe.
Though he does wear it as a costume.
Yeah.
So there's like
and then we put it back on
it's
the
murky,
on the tally.
you know.
Cole Papageno and Dale are fine.
Yeah.
Kermit is fine.
Yes.
And those are the only 3 I can think. Elijah Pankin is fine.
Yeah.
And just add
Flippini for sure is wearing something.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of let us reflect on that. I think it's okay.
Good for us.
Good for us. Telling men what to wear.
Someone needs to.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so we're talking with Arthur. We're going, oh my God, what am I going to do? And Arthur's like, okay. So Arthur teaches the history of clay or something.
I think geology.
Environmental scientist geology, yeah.
But he spins that into being a claymation class.
Yeah, he's been working on the same claymation movie, Coyote Ridge Falls, for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like 1 second done every year.
Yeah, because on the movie theater, I think the news was about an opening of the first 6 seconds of Coyote Ridge Falls.
Yes.
So we have seen a little bit.
I'm really impressed with how many episodes this episode has touched.
Truly.
It's all a web.
I'm proud of us.
It's all a web. So anyway, I imagine Arthur Remington is going to be like, look, maybe he tries to talk Western. Look, Wade Domino, look here. Look, now clay, life is like clay, right? Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you can mold it. You've been given a block of clay. Are you going to throw it away? Or are you going to mold it into something? He's like, well, I don't work in clay. I work in metal. So I don't understand this. But I think Arthur stirs a pot. I think he gets a little fire lit in Wade Domino to go crush this person. And I think maybe he brings a menacing animatronic with him to scare the living shit out of him, to be like, this is what's what. Because I don't think you fuck with Wade Domino. And I don't think this rage has like unearthed from him in so many years.
Well, and he makes things in parts. So do we think he has like 15 animatronic skeletons ready for next year?
Probably. Like... So he just brings an army of skeleton animatronics in his truck.
In his pickup truck.
He figures out where this person lives. Maybe they're in a trailer or something. Yeah, something goofy. And then knocks on the door, and then all the animatronics are there. And like some of them have like, he set them up so they're like peeking through the windows.
Yeah.
And then face to face, first off, Wade Domino way taller. Like Wade Domino is like quite tall.
Yeah, I've been picturing him tall.
So, and this other person is not. And that just adds some intimidation there. And I think, no, he wouldn't take that guy's miniature and throw it to the ground.
No.
But.
He's a better sportsman than that.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to do something mob bossy where it's like, I'm not going to do anything bad. Or maybe he's going to try to be like, we need to talk about creative license. And we need to talk about confidence because you seem to lack it.
Yeah,
because
I like this because I want to like Wade Domino and I don't want him to eviscerate this 23-year-old.
No. So I think he calls off his skeletons and he brings one inside though. But they go inside and I think maybe they like chat through some stuff and maybe we learn that like, you know, I think Wade has brought one of his miniatures and one of them, oh my God, wait. I was just like, what if he gifted him one of his miniatures? He very quickly, he's like, if you really want to learn it, you need to learn from the best. Maybe he offers him like a little bit of an apprenticeship. No, I think that's too nice though.
No, and this is a Flippini
and he'll steal his ideas. Yeah. So no. I need it to be like maybe.
So this person clearly stole from Wade Diamond. but then claimed Wade Diamond stole from them.
Wade Diamond?
Wait, what's his name? Wait, Domino. I'm so sorry. Wait, then that's why earlier I said it was Diamond Quality. Why did I think his name was Wade Diamond?
Oh, okay. I was just like, oh yeah, it is fancy, isn't it?
No, I thought his last name was Domino.
That's why I went with it
for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Wade Domino. Wade Domino is better. I don't know what happened. To be fair, that does almost
Wade
sound
Diamond
like
is like a totally different person, which is hilarious. He broke away from the family name.
Yeah. I'm Wade
He was
Domino
Wade Diamond, but
now.
now he's a man's man.
The amount of times I've given characters 2 last names is quite impressive, because it's always me who does it.
It's so funny because we always struggle to come up with the first name, and then after that, it's like, well, here are all the other names.
4 alternates that I'm going to switch between for the next 40 episodes.
It's always fun. Do we discover like a deep sadness of the other person, and then like maybe he's able to like provide comfort there? Or I'm trying to think of how would I deal with somebody who's okay, someone creates right now entering Clatfartburg. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go.
Why?
We probably won't do anything, actually. That's a lot of emotional effort. But you would. What would I do if someone was trying to take my idea?
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to be mean and ruin their lives. You try to go with kindness. Maybe he took one of the animatronics, because this guy was giving out like little like sample like models or something. It's not finished, and maybe he came back with notes. So it's still kind of a little bit of a roast, but it was like, yeah. And he was like, and you know what? You're taking my idea, but what I didn't think of is the thumbs. And moving the thumbs alone somehow adds something extra. And I think you need to lean into that, because that's your unique perspective.
Yeah.
And that, I'm not the only person
in the miniature game, but, it may be a small business, but that doesn't mean it can't have a big idea. And I think you need to stick to what makes you, you, because you are not Wade Domino. You're not even close to being Wade Domino. You're you. No, don't tell me your name. I don't want to know it. But you're you, and you need to stick with that, okay? So follow my advice. And if you don't, I will. I'm very rich, and I will have a lawyer come after you. So just consider this.
Yeah.
And it kisses him on the forehead and walks away. Okay, we need a good triumphant moment for our boy. He's just won. What's his big win? So he's making these animatronics. He's making the miniatures. We've got Rip Van Winkle's going to wake up in 100 years. We've got anything else. I mean, maybe he's making a new miniature Crispy. Maybe
he's bringing the Millennium Crispy.
What? Crispy Van Winkle? As part of his Rip Van Winkle?
Wait, that's what's in the park, is Crispy Van Winkle. Crispy Van Winkle is in the park.
Crispy will wake up in 100 years with a little catchphrase.
He is awarded the key to the Clatfartburg city because of all he has done for the town's culture. He comes down from his cave to greet the townspeople, except for when he comes to the community college 4 times a week. He comes down from his cave every once in a while to watch Crispy be encased in glass. The sleeping Crispy, only to wake in 100
sleeping
years.
Beneath a tree. He's like, finally, like, he's like, all this time has passed making these animatronics, and he's finally feeling like, I've made it. They get me. And it's only going up from here, baby, And I think he starts doing a little dance on stage. I think he lets loose. He puts all his creative in these beings below him. This is the song he requested. He starts swing dancing with Edna. Oh my god. That's cute.
His daughter came down to see the Crispy Van Winkle be in tune.
Oh my gosh. Barnacle Crispin is pole dancing to this. In the back. Crispy Van Winkle lays there for 100 years. And suddenly at 3 p.m. on a Thursday, that song starts blaring. And people freak out, and they're like, oh, it's time. And they gather around. And Crispy goes up, and he goes, hi! Ha ha ha!
And then
life is full of joy.
And then
joy.
No! No!
I have hidden a treasure, and it's in the...
Yeah, maybe he did as a joke. Maybe it was 100-year-long joke.
And then it goes back to sleep, and then it wakes up another 100 years later.
Yeah.
It's
like a comet.
Yeah.
But somehow has enough power to last that long.
Solar powered.
Hey, you know, he is in the
I
middle.
do think you can watch him breathe. It's not just a dead fish.
Oh,
He
that's
breathes.
interesting.
Do fish breathe that way? But you can see.
Well, you know what? Okay. Can you imagine if there's like a little donation box attached to this, and if you donate, it goes to a good cause?
Yeah.
Maybe like animatronic beginners, children who need to draw art and stuff. I don't know, you know, the good stuff. So what if when you donate a certain different levels of money, something can happen within the animatronic little chamber? I guess he almost has like a
He can
terrarium,
snore.
because I imagine you can get a good honk me.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets like, you know how dogs start kicking in their sleep and stuff. Maybe you get a little
fin
flap.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he, like, says something in his sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Wow.
I love this. I love this so much.
Oh, this is so good. Wow. We created like an eternal mechanism. Like, that wakes up every 100 years.
All because you had
imagine,
Rip Van
Can
Winkle
you
on the
imagine
brain.
Wade Domino's grave? Can you imagine Wade Domino's grave?
Oh, it's gonna be terrifying.
It's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna have some crazy. It's gonna be in the cave, and he's gonna rigged up some crazy shit up there.
He's gonna have an almost Poppins situation where like a little animatronic's gonna pop up. He's like, "I'm here." Just kidding. Pops back down.
Love that. I think he made that like 10 years
God.
ago, and he's just waiting.
Yeah. He's like, this is gonna be so good.
I'm gonna be prepared if nothing else.
His will is like wild
Oh
stuff.
my
is in
God.
That will.
Yeah.
The demands. Make sure they all go to a good home. What does that mean?
Yeah. He's donating them to the library.
Yeah.
Wow. This was great. I feel like we have closed a big hole. I love Wade Domino. I love
Yes.
it. I love all of this. This was fantastic. And we got in your Rip Van Winkle without going too crazy, and I'm proud of us for that. So I'm glad you came in with you thinking about Rip Van Winkle a lot recently, which is something you said at the beginning.
It's so funny. You know, creative inspiration comes from like the craziest little places. And I don't know what made me think about Rip Van Winkle again, but
You were thinking about it.
oh wow.
Well,
Sleeper hit.
thank you everybody for listening to this episode of Clatfartburg. If this was your first, try another.
You might have been a little confused, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We mentioned one little thing from almost every episode we've recorded, so
you know,
don't worry.
but
Don't
now
stress. It's not
you're
usually this
prepared
crazy.
for anything else. But you know, share with your friends if you want them to be confused. Have fun. If you want more content from us, we have our Buy Me a Coffee, which you can get to at Clatfartburg.com. We should have released an episode this week or last week that is the vanity plates of Clatfartburg, which we said in the Gary Pinto Awards that we would do, and then we did genuinely do, which was basically just us coming up with mildly humorous phrases and then realizing that doesn't fit in 7 letters and then having a breakdown.
Yeah.
It was, you know what the vibe was? If you were a fan of the previous podcast, if you liked the joke book episodes, it's almost got joke book vibes. I realized.
Yes.
It's like joke book plus mini golf vibes.
Joke book plus mini golf plus the
Roast
endurance
Wonka's
of
hat.
roasting Wonka's
Yeah,
hat.
it's
I would say it's like a good mixture
it's
of that,
that-
because you're like, they surely couldn't do that for an hour.
It's
but we
of that
did.
ilk. It's of that ilk. So if you're interested in that, you can go over to Clatfartburg.com. And with that all being said, make sure to oil your animatronics joints because they get rusty from all that cave water.
And make sure to set an alarm.
So you don't sleep for 100 years
Don't sleep for 100 years.
and explore the world at 17.
Wade Domino. Look how they fall. Look how they go. Robo Man. Yes, he can. That's Wade Domino.
Bye.